Right.
Look, that's Big Meech work. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, it's work. We got work. That's the paperwork with Big Meech's name really in it. This paperwork right here spells out that the FBI identified that Big Meech is the one that orchestrated the drug deal and the transaction between this individual, the cartel member, and Cuffy. Hey, listen, man, I don't know what's going on, but I see Meech. I don't know, out of nowhere, you know, shit, Meech, we've been running content on you for years. You know, we all know you told on Cuffy. I got an exclusive interview coming from Cuffy. By the way, Meech, you've been home quite some time. Why haven't you mentioned Cuffy's name one time? You heard Cuffy directly call you a rat. World, tag Meech and say, why won't you address Cuffy, the one that say you ratted on and set him up? And in the meantime, Meech, listen, let me tell you what you got to do. It ain't his fault. When your daddy is a rat, most definitely your son gonna be a little mouse. You better tend to that little rat-ass little son you got over there. Yeah, he ain't no little boy. We didn't watch that tail 3-4 times. Tend to him. Now, you did this to yourself. So now, we're gonna activate the exposers. We're gonna get everything going. You did it to yourself, man. You did this to yourself, Meech. We all know you ain't like that. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't talking about nothing. We ain't worrying about you. This ain't 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5. BMF don't even respect you no more. You know, they know you's a rat. I talk to them all the time. But in the meantime, between time, Meech, go over there, get some decon, and put it under your son's pillow, and let's rid this world of one less road.
Are you Wack 100 type bitch ass? Don't get no playing all right. You feel me? And we ain't never worried about what you gonna do.
And we're not apologizing.
Especially me.
There's no apology.
You know anything about me? I ain't worried about what you gonna do. If I mention your name,
I promise you, listen.
Or didn't mention your name indirectly, I ain't worried about what the you gonna do.
Listen, Joe, on some real shit.
Him.
Listen, on some real shit, you don't have to pop us in none of these.
See,
you have,
that's what I'm telling you.
Listen, you have.
That's what I'm telling you. These
no popping.
That's on some hate shit and don't know what the they talking about.
Because you broke it down so well. Tell me, why is Big Meech is a hero? Like, what's going on? You gotta tell me why.
Big Meech, for one, let's get one thing right. Big Meech is nowhere near the hero story, right? He was a hustler. You cannot place a dude in the hero side, right, that went to jail for flooding our communities with crack and up our women and our children. Let's not do that. Now, the real question here is, what would have made Tammy turn on Big Meech? There's two factors. It's only two factors that I can see that would push her to that. One, he came home and now want to take control of his life rights and shit, right? Two, what do in jail do what they brought? Baby, it's me and you against the world, right? Yeah. I know you doing this shit, you putting your life on the line. Boom, 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 it's me and you. When I get out, it's me and you against the world. She got the show going, everything going. She think that's what it is. No. What he did is he came home and he paroled the little Meech mama.
Oh.
You know, that'll set a female overboard.
Because she thought she was holding it down, thinking it was going to be her.
Yeah, so as soon as she gets emotional, who you think she gonna call? If he's talking about taking back his life rights, this, that, I'm gonna take control of my shit, baby, whoop. What the you doing down? Oh, well, you know, is she gonna call 50? 50's gonna be the shoulder to cry on. And one thing about 50, he understands the music business. They'll build as fast as they building you up, they gathering shit just in case they gotta tear your ass down. They don't do it until you make them. But if you put them in the situational position, they gonna do it. We've seen it happen, right? So guess what happens? The play you see right now, 50 would have never tripped until he did that shit with one of his ops. And one thing about 50, he gonna cut the daddy off, the son off. He might even scrap the last shit. He don't give a What he's about to do is he built it up. 50 built up BMF to the world. Can't nobody take that from him.
He's interesting. The way he just put up, like, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people like Lil Meech. They like this dude.
You know, and they only know Little Meech because of 50.
I know, but like the story of BMF is still bigger than just what 50 did.
No.
He threw him to the wall.
You missing the point right now, bro. What's about to happen is 50 finna burn that down. When he sit that woman down and she exposed that this dude is a rat, it discredits the whole legacy of it. 50 already got his bread. He didn't milk that shit for what he didn't milk it for. Okay, so this you think you bigger than the program? With my ops, watch this. And when she sits down and exposes dude, it's no more glorifying Big Meech. Shit, even if he wanted to go back and do some dumb shit, he couldn't even call the connect game with it. And Cuffy on his way home in like 18 months. It's really gonna be bad then.
Ever since Big Meech, Demetrius Flannery returned home after serving roughly 20 years in federal prison, it seems like every move has brought another wave of controversy. Instead of enjoying a fresh start, his name has repeatedly been pulled into public drama, with critics arguing that some of his decisions have slowed the momentum surrounding his family. Some have even claimed Lil Meech's career took a hit because of the attention surrounding his father, though that's still opinion rather than confirmed fact. Then came the Tammy Cowan situation, involving reports that Big Meech signed certain rights over to her, adding even more questions to his comeback. On top of that, former St. Louis figure Dion Coffee Gatling publicly accused Big Meech of setting him up, an allegation that remains disputed but fueled even more debate. Now, Wack 100 has turned up the pressure after comments he viewed as disrespectful, despite criticizing Big Meech for quite some time. So the big question is this: has Big Meech damaged everything he spent years building in less than a year, or is finally responding to Wack 100 exactly what he needed to do? If you're new to the channel, welcome to Drip Z. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Now let's get into it. Since returning home, nearly every decision Big Meech has made has sparked another headline. Many believe the biggest impact has been on Lil Meech. While Big Meech was incarcerated, 50 Cent helped launch his son's acting career through the BMF series. But after Big Meech linked up with Rick Ross, reports of tension with 50 Cent followed, and 50 later suggested the show was finished. While some critics blame that fallout for slowing Lil Meech's momentum, his career is still far from over. Then there's Tammy Cowan, who reportedly handled parts of Big Meech's business after he signed certain rights over to her. Their relationship later became the subject of public scrutiny, especially because of her alleged connection to Dion Coffee Gatling. Gatling, a well-known St. Louis figure who was sentenced to 27 years in prison, later claimed Big Meech set him up. That accusation remains unproven, but it added another layer of controversy to Big Meech's return. Gatling also claimed he helped Big Meech earn his first $1 million, though that's solely his version of events. Now Big Meech has stepped into the streaming world to speak directly to fans, but that has led him into another high-profile conflict, this time with Wack 100. Wack has spent months publicly questioning Big Meech's past and claiming to have paperwork supporting his allegations. Big Meech largely stayed silent while those claims circulated, but now the tension is finally boiled over.
Right.
Look, that's Big Meech work. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, it's work. We got work. That's the paperwork with Big Meech's name really in it. This paperwork right here spells out that the FBI identified that Big Meech is the one that orchestrated the drug deal and the transaction between this individual, the cartel member, and Cuffy.
Wow.
He orchestrated it from inside the federal penitentiary. But he was never charged with orchestrating the drug deal.
Really?
He was never charged with conspiring it. You got to ask yourself why. When you in the federal penitentiary and you get caught coordinating the deal, you already in there for these type of charges, that's a guaranteed 10 years mandatory, extra. It spells it out in the paperwork that Big Meech coordinated the deal between the drug cartel member and Cuffy from inside the federal penitentiary. But he was never charged.
Listen closely to what Wack said when he accused Big Meech of cooperating, because that claim is where this whole feud starts getting extremely personal and far more dangerous for both sides involved. When those accusations first started floating around, everybody was watching Big Meech closely. Wack 100 even called him out for linking with Rick Ross, knowing 50 Cent had issues with Ross while still helping Lil Meech build his acting career.
You sided with Ross for some bozo shit. You got 19 years of being incarcerated. That 50 could have took that and converted that to about 5 seasons and then turned around and then did the overall movie. He had a good 30 to 50 million he could have made. Now you standing next to a mother who couldn't even keep a concert going. Rick Ross is on the concert.
Second on the lineup.
In about 10 days, Ross is gonna throw him away. Nigga, I'm gonna be real with you, Meech. If Rick Ross seeing what he did to you, because he knew what he was doing standing on the side of him, right? He know Meech ain't thinking straight. If he don't throw you 3 wing stops, you ought to knock that nigga out. What 50 gonna do? He finna burn that motherfucker down. He gonna release that last season, and then he's gonna release the Tammy shit and discredit everything that people thought that man was.
Listen closely to what Wack 100 said when he accused Big Meech of cooperating, because that allegation is where this feud becomes much more personal. It also raises the stakes for everyone involved. As those claims began circulating, all eyes were on Big Meech. Wack 100 also criticized him for linking up with Rick Ross, despite knowing about 50 Cent's long-running issues with Ross, while 50 was still helping Lil Meech build his acting career.
It's unfortunate, right? It really is, but I agree. So, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told. And I'm going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right?
That's it. That's all it is.
From Wack's perspective, that move came across as selfish because 50 Cent had supported Big Meech's son and helped create opportunities for his acting career. That's why some people began questioning whether Big Meech was putting his family's interests first or focusing on his own path. Then came the Tammy Cowan situation, which unfolded very differently from what many fans had expected.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before the sign, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family to come out to the Amaran Arena, February 13th.
50 Cent teased audio recordings and suggested that more information was on the way, leaving people expecting a much bigger reveal. But instead of releasing everything, he appeared to step back from the entire BMF situation. Even so, the previews had already fueled speculation. Many believed Tammy Cowans might eventually come forward and fill in the missing pieces. As the pressure continued to build, Big Meech reached a point where staying silent no longer seemed like an option. Once public accusations of cooperating and questions about someone's street reputation start spreading, the scrutiny only grows.
Ass niggas don't get no playing alright. You feel me? And we ain't never worried about what you gonna do.
And we're not apologizing.
Especially me.
There's no apology.
You know anything about me? I ain't worried about what you gonna do.
Hey, listen, but I promise you, listen.
Or didn't mention your name indirectly.
I'ma be real. Big Meech don't even look the same, y'all. He look a little off, bro. I gotta keep it real, man. He don't look the same.
I ain't worried about what the fuck you gonna do.
Listen though, on some real shit. Listen, on some real shit. You don't have to pop it to none of these niggas.
Man, fuck these niggas. That's what I'm telling you.
Listen, you have.
That's what I'm telling you.
There's no popping.
Fuck these niggas.
There's no popping.
That's on some hate shit and don't know what the fuck they talking about.
Hey, listen, man, I don't know what's going on, but I see Meech. I don't know out of nowhere, shit, Meech, we've been running content on you for years. We all know you told on Cuffy. I got an exclusive interview coming from Cuffy. By the way, Meech, you've been home quite some time. Why haven't you mentioned Cuffy's name one time? You've heard Cuffy directly call you a rat. World. Tag Meech and say, Why won't you address Cuffy, the one that say you ratted on and set him up? And in the meantime, Meech, listen, I'll tell you what you gotta do. It ain't his fault. When your daddy is a rat, most definitely your son gonna be a little mouse. Nigga, you better tend to that little rat-ass little son you got over there. Yeah, he ain't no little boy. We didn't watch that nigga tail 3-4 times. Tend to him. Now, you did this to yourself. So now, we gonna activate the exposers. We gonna get everything going. You did it to yourself, man. You did this to yourself, Meech. We all know you ain't like that. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't talking about nothing. We ain't worrying about you, nigga. This ain't 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5. BMF don't even respect you no more, my nigga. You know, they know you's a rat. I talk to them all the time. But in the meantime, between time, Meech, go over there, get some motherfucking decon, and put it under your son's pillow, and let's rid this world of one less road.
Eventually, Big Meech addressed the allegations and shared his side of the story. But by then, the controversy had grown far beyond a single rumor. People wanted answers. Wack 100 kept applying pressure, and every response seemed to create even more debate instead of putting the issue to rest. Reports also suggested that one situation was shut down because of concerns related to Big Meech's probation or supervised release conditions. Since returning home, Big Meech has faced one controversy after another. Critics point to questionable decisions and missed opportunities that have kept negative attention around his name. In my view, it seems like he's trying to maintain the same larger-than-life image he built years ago, but the landscape has changed. Social media moves much faster now, and every public move gets amplified. That has become even more noticeable with his streaming presence, where he's now directly responding to Wack 100. That's a risky move, because once Wack gets involved, one comment can quickly turn into interviews, live streams, document claims, and days of non-stop back and forth.